Divorce changes more than your relationship status. It changes your financial life, your legal responsibilities, and your insurance protection. And here's the problem most people don't realize. When divorce is finalized, many people forget to update their insurance policies, which means an ex-spouse may still be listed as a beneficiary. They still may be driving on your auto policy or still connected to your financial protection plan. I have seen situations where someone passes away years after a divorce and the life insurance money goes to the ex-spouse instead of the children or the new family. And guess what? This is a mistake that cannot be undone. So today, I want to walk you through the insurance updates you should take care of immediately after a divorce to protect your finances, your family, and your future. So let's get started. Let's begin with the policy that can have the biggest financial impact if it is not updated correctly, which is life insurance beneficiaries. Before anything else, the first policy you should review is life insurance. Life insurance policies pay directly to the named beneficiary. That means the insurance company follows the policy, not necessarily your will or divorce agreement. Keep in mind, the beneficiary document trumps your will. If your ex-spouse is still listed as the beneficiary, they may legally receive the death benefit. And yes, even if you remarry. Here's an even harder reality. If you intended for that money to go to your children, guess what? It won't. So here's what I recommend checking right away. Number 1. Who is listed as the primary beneficiary? Number 2. Who is listed as a contingent beneficiary? This is important and often overlooked because your primary beneficiary could pass away before you. And lastly, number 3. You need to determine whether a trust should be used for minor children if this applies to you. Keep in mind, sometimes divorce agreements require life insurance to remain in place for child support or alimony obligations, but the beneficiary may need to change to a trust or in the name of the children and not the former spouse directly. That is why a policy review is so important. Now that we understand how life insurance can be affected by divorce, let's look at another area where coverage can change overnight, which is, you guessed it, health insurance coverage. Most people don't realize divorce also changes your health insurance eligibility. If you were covered under your spouse's employer plan, that coverage usually ends once the divorce is finalized. Some people continue coverage temporarily through COBRA, but that is typically too expensive for most to consider. Here are some alternatives. Number 1. You may want it to your own employer's plan. Number 2. You can check out marketplace insurance. Or number 3. Consider a private health plan. In the end, you don't want to find out the hard way that you have no health coverage during a medical emergency. So make sure to transition your health insurance plan before the divorce becomes final. With health insurance handled, the next area that often needs attention is your vehicle coverage, which leads us to reviewing your auto insurance policies. See, your auto insurance should also be reviewed immediately after a divorce. Many couples share a joint auto policy, and that can create complications. And the courts don't help alleviate this quickly. In the divorce process, the court may mandate the joint auto policy remain in place until the divorce is finalized. And guess what? The insurance company gets into the act too. The insurance company may not release a spouse's name from the policy until legal separation or a divorce decree documentation is submitted. So in both cases, make sure you remind yourself to schedule a review. Now, once households separate, the policy should typically be split. Here are a few things to review. Number 1, who owns each vehicle? Number 2, who is listed as the named insured? Number 3, who is listed as drivers on the policy? And number 4, where each vehicle is garage. So you might say, what's the real problem with all this? Well, if your ex-spouse is still listed on your policy and they have accidents or tickets, this could affect your insurance record and your premiums. And if a vehicle is still jointly titled, liability can follow the ownership. So separating your auto coverage is not just about paperwork. It is about protecting your financial liability. Now let's move into another policy that should always match the ownership of the property you live in. Let's talk about homeowners or renters insurance. If one spouse keeps the home, the homeowner's policy should be updated immediately. The policy should reflect, number 1, the correct homeowner, number 2, the correct mortgage holders, and number 3, the correct insured resident. If these things aren't done, let's say, if someone moves out but remains listed on the policy, that can create confusion during a claim. Also, if the property ownership changes but the insurance does not, claims could become complicated. Now, let's say if both parties move out and sell the home, then the coverage may need to convert to, number 1, a vacant home policy, or number 2, a renter's policy for the new residents, because insurance always follows the risk in the ownership, so these details matter. To help bring this into perspective, let me share a real situation that shows why these updates matter. I had a client who had been divorced for nearly 5 years. During a routine policy review, we discovered something surprising. His life insurance policy still listed his ex-spouse as the beneficiary. He had remarried and had a young child with his new wife. But if something had happened to him, the insurance proceeds would have legally gone to his former spouse, not his new family. Thankfully, we caught it during the review and updated everything immediately. But that situation happens more often than people think. And once a claim is paid, the insurance company cannot reverse it. Beyond these common policies, there are a few additional coverages that should also be reviewed after a divorce. So let's look at other policies to review. Divorce can also affect other types of insurance. It is worth reviewing. Number 1, disability insurance. Number 2, long-term care insurance. Number 3, umbrella liability policies. And number 4, business insurance, if you own a company together. In many cases, beneficiaries, ownership structures, and liability exposures need to be updated. Think of divorce as a financial reset point. Your insurance should reflect your new life structure, not your old one. Here are some things to take with you. Divorce is already a difficult process emotionally and financially, but failing to update your insurance can create problems that last for years. So if you or someone you know has recently gone through a divorce, take time to review these key areas: life insurance beneficiaries, health insurance coverage, auto insurance policies, homeowners or renters insurance, and any other financial protection plans. A quick insurance review today can prevent a major financial mistake tomorrow. Now, if this content was helpful, please share it with someone who may benefit from this topic. Then check out my video library. I have information on home, auto, business, and retirement. With all this being said, please subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. But don't stop here. Check out my next video on your left for more insurance and financial tips. And as I like to say, call Jay today.